Introduction. Stress, anxiety, depression, trauma, bullying, and burnout have all become accepted realities of the modern workplace. This audiobook will unpack contemporary workplace realities, educate you about PTSD, and help you build your personalized recovery plan for transformation and recovery. This recovery program has 6 core purposes. 1. Validate your current situation. This recovery program begins by validating your experiences and breaking through any denial you may be experiencing by examining all the ways you could be traumatized at work. 2. Identify your realities. Once you understand how you've been traumatized, you'll learn about how PTSD develops and how to break through the defenses that protect you from the painful experiences you're facing. 3. Understand workplace PTSD. Armed with a deeper understanding of what PTSD is, how it develops, and how you react to trauma, you will be able to identify the support you'll need to heal and recover. 4. Build your recovery team and develop your action plan. Useful tools and techniques will help you connect with and build your team of support professionals and advocates. Once you begin working with your team, you'll start the recovery process by acquiring a set of skills and techniques to help you weather the storm and begin healing. 5. Grieve, mourn, and let go. Recovery will take you on a journey of grieving, mourning, and letting go, which will transport you to a new sense of calm and acceptance. I'll break down this journey into the stages you'll travel through to get to the other side. 6. Maintain your recovery. Finally, I'll share helpful ways to maintain your recovery, manage setbacks with compassion, and track your progress, so you can proactively navigate the inevitably choppy waters as you continue your healthy and productive recovery. Recovering from workplace PTSD contains 3 central concepts: workplace, recovery, and post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. A workplace is a place where people are employed. Workplaces are incredibly diverse and span government offices, public transit, medical facilities, banks, for-profit corporations, and not-for-profit entities. They are typically organized into hierarchical power structures, with employees neatly organized from lower to higher-ranking individuals. Recovery refers to the process of healing from trauma by applying a variety of tools and techniques. Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, is a mental illness with significant impacts on an individual's mental health. PTSD develops in some people who have experienced traumatic events, which include crimes, natural disasters, workplace abuse, bigotry, accidents, war or conflict, or other threats to life and self. PTSD can develop from a traumatic experience you experience or observe happening to others, such as witnessing a horrific accident. PTSD can also develop after a sudden and unexpected loss, such as the death of a loved one or the loss of a job. An experience is traumatic when it is incredibly frightening, overwhelming, and causes high levels of distress. Trauma is unexpected, and many people say they felt powerless to stop or change the event as it was happening. It is very common for someone with PTSD to reimagine the traumatic event after it's over. Many people experience flashbacks, nightmares, and spontaneous, vivid memories of the events that feel as if they come from nowhere. PTSD survivors often avoid things that remind them of the event. For example, an airplane crash survivor may avoid flying at all costs. PTSD can make people feel very nervous or on edge all the time. Many are easily startled, have a hard time concentrating, feel irritable, or have problems sleeping. They may also manifest feelings of dread, as if something terrible is about to happen to them, even when they know rationally that they're safe. Others react by feeling numb and detached. They perceive things around them as not feeling real, as if they're disconnected from their body or thoughts, or have a hard time feeling emotions. Another typical reaction is to self-medicate using alcohol or drugs. Scary and emotionally traumatic situations occur for everyone at some point in their lives. Individual reactions vary from person to person. Some people might feel nervous. Others may have difficulty sleeping. And many ruminate on the details of the situation. These thoughts or actions are a healthy response. Typically, these reactions subside over time, and people eventually go back to their daily lives and move forward. PTSD, on the other hand, lasts much longer and can severely disrupt a person's life. Symptoms usually begin within 3 months of the traumatic incident, but they can take years to appear. They must last more than a month and be severe enough to interfere with a person's life to be considered PTSD. Some people recover within 6 months, while others' symptoms last much longer or become chronic. But not all traumatic experiences lead to PTSD. We aren't sure why only some people are affected, but it's likely linked to specific factors, including the length of time the trauma lasted, the number of other traumatic experiences in a person's life, their reaction to the event, and the kind of support they received after the event. Trauma doesn't always refer to a single event in the past. Repeated or prolonged acts, such as sexual abuse, sexual violence, abduction, or harrowing experiences during wartime, can impact a person's life far beyond the symptoms of PTSD. The term complex PTSD is used to describe these experiences. Recovering from workplace PTSD is divided into 4 sections from self-discovery to recovery. Some of the sections may be more relevant to you and your situation than others. You can dip in wherever you like, because each section stands alone. If you would like more information about a particular topic, the index and contents are great places to start. Section 1. Understanding and Accepting Workplace Realities. Recovery always starts with an intuitive sense that something isn't quite right. For some people, their lives can feel broken, and daily living becomes an uphill battle. This section inventories the most common realities of corporate life that contribute to or trigger extreme stress and trauma. My experience working in corporate environments and interviewing workplace PTSD survivors inspired this list. The purpose of this section is to validate your experiences and let you know you're not alone. Section 2. Identifying Your Realities. This section will identify and define what you're experiencing. Since recognizing you're experiencing PTSD is the first step toward healing and recovery, here I'll introduce the process of self-reflection and understanding. The impacts of workplace PTSD are real and can be debilitating. Understanding the underlying causes of PTSD will help you come to terms with your reality. Acknowledging and accepting your current situation will unlock and begin the healing process. I review the core symptoms of PTSD, such as nightmares, flashbacks, hypervigilance, numbing, avoidance, and triggers. Then I cover the close connection between PTSD and other mental health issues, such as depression, anxiety, and obsessive-compulsive thoughts. The section ends with a review of the brain changes and health impacts associated with PTSD. Section 3. Building Your Action Plan. Researching and selecting your support team is the foundation of an effective recovery plan. I begin by reviewing the different types of recovery professionals capable of treating PTSD. Next, I cover strategies for effectively researching and contacting local professional support options. And I review effective PTSD treatments in more detail. At the end of this section, I teach you how to become a self-advocate, so you can clearly communicate your needs and wants and talk openly to your recovery team about your thoughts and feelings. Section 4. Grieving, mourning, letting go, and moving forward. Grief and trauma go hand in hand, and this section begins by exploring that connection. As you'll learn, the PTSD recovery process is broken down into 6 stages of mourning. The grieving and mourning process helps us make sense of what happened to us and ultimately find a path forward. We form a new self-identity when we let go of our past self and reach a place of calm and acceptance. At this point, we're ready to let go and move forward with our lives. The Final Thoughts section covers this topic in more detail. Workbook exercises. Workbook exercises are available in a companion volume entitled Recovering from Workplace PTSD Workbook. Exercises will help you digest the content, reflect on your situation, learn from that reflection, and incrementally create a personalized recovery plan. Each exercise in the workbook walks you through a process of self-reflection and self-discovery to help you understand and make sense of your situation. Recovering from PTSD is a step-by-step process. Whether you want to make a change in the next couple of months or the next few years, this audiobook is designed to help you achieve the following. Open your mind to creatively explore your PTSD recovery options. Identify and understand the triggered emotions that surface with your PTSD symptoms. Deepen your approach to life and your lifestyle needs. Define what you need in your work environment to feel healthy and happy. Outline your recovery action plan and personal recovery steps. Transform your passions and interests into a viable recovery plan. Creating a personalized recovery plan is an empowering way to actively participate in your recovery. PTSD is a severe mental health issue, and it is critical to find qualified support professionals. The workbook exercises in the companion volume are designed to be paired with the assistance of a qualified mental health professional with PTSD recovery experience. Later in the audiobook, I systematically walk you through how to research and contact local support professionals. I recommend skipping forward to this section now if you feel you urgently need professional assistance. Support systems in your local community are ready to help you at any time. When we're trapped in a negative situation at work, it's easy to lose perspective because we're surrounded by toxicity daily. What initially seemed bizarre or crazy can evolve into resigned acceptance, denial, and a feeling of futility. We often feel a profound sense of relief when we realize we're not the only person going through something. Whether it's life stress, a significant life change, a physical or mental health diagnosis, or anything in between, we often suffer in silence, fearful that we will be misunderstood or considered different. A powerful technique applied throughout this audiobook is normalizing your experience, which is the process of recognizing that an experience isn't strange, unusual, unique, or shameful. Throughout your recovery journey, you'll have an opportunity to understand and explore your experience from different angles. Part of being human is the desire to feel like you belong. By normalizing your experiences, I hope you grow to understand yourself better and learn to manage your physical and mental health needs. Your recovery process is about realizing that others have shared similar experiences and that your reactions or symptoms are normal and real. I hope this recovery journey breaks down barriers and fosters within you a sense of openness and honesty.